"Sir, did you ever abandon a child when you were 20?" Those words hit me so hard my hands slipped on the steering wheel. But there was a shocking reason why this conversation was happening. Before the real story begins, tell me in the comments, where do you live, how old are you, and what are you doing while listening? Because this rainy night story might overlap with someone's real life. When it rains in Seoul, my night as a taxi driver gets long. The roads shine with red brake lights and smeared headlights. The whole city turning into an old film strip soaked in water. That night was no different. Early July, the sky had been crying all day. It was past 10 p.m., and passengers still filled every corner of the city. I hate rainy days. Rain drags up the memories I've tried to bury. The summer I ran away from home, from college, and from the responsibility I wasn't ready for. I had just dropped off a customer in Gangnam, thinking about heading home, when someone tapped on the passenger side window. Tap, tap. A black umbrella, wet hair, white shirt. A young woman, maybe early 20s, stood under the streetlight. She climbed in quietly. "City Hall District, please. If it's okay, could you take the long way?" Her voice felt familiar, like a song I once knew but couldn't fully recall. The way she tucked her wet hair behind her ear. The way she kept touching her fingers nervously. Something about her felt painfully familiar. But I ignored it, at least for the moment. I had no idea this rainy night would drag out a truth I'd spent 30 years running from. At a red light, I looked at her in the mirror again. Those eyes, I had seen them somewhere. "You seem soaked," I said. Yes, I had somewhere I really needed to go today. Her tone was strangely firm. We passed through City Hall, turned toward Yuljiro, when she suddenly asked, "Do you like rainy days, sir?" Honestly, not really. Why? They remind me of a time in my life I'm not proud of. A time I ran away. From everything. She smiled faintly. From someone? From people. And from dreams. Her expression didn't change, but her voice softened. "Do you think the ones left behind ever forget?" My chest tightened. Her words dug into a wound I never treated. A memory flashed. A small clinic in a small town. A young woman crying, holding my arm desperately. "It's our baby." And me, too young, too scared, pulling my arm away. That rainy day had haunted me ever since. And sitting beside me now, this girl's voice, hit too close. We turned toward an old residential neighborhood. She asked if we could stop by just one place. She stepped into a tiny flower shop. When she came out, she held white chrysanthemums. Funeral flowers. My heart dropped. "Where are we going?" "A small park near the district office." As we drove, she finally said, "I'm not meeting someone. I'm visiting someone. Someone who left without saying goodbye." I turned off the radio. "Your boyfriend?" She shook her head. "No, my father. The man who left me and my mother the day I was born." The words slammed into me. Rain smeared the windshield. The traffic light blurred. My fingers trembled on the wheel. She continued, "Mom finally told me. He left on a rainy day like today." Her voice, her eyes, the way she bit her lip. Everything matched the face of a child I had imagined 1,000 times, but never had the courage to meet. At the small park, she stepped out with the flowers. She knelt before a small memorial stone, rain drenching her hair and shoulders. "Hi, Dad, I'm still growing." Mom too, she tried her best. Her shoulders shook once. I couldn't breathe. "Sir," she called without turning. "Did you ever run away from a child?" The thunder didn't rumble, but her voice hit harder than any thunder could. She returned to the car slowly. "Don't say anything," she said. "I found everything. Old records, old photos, your name, your face." My hands shook uncontrollably on the steering wheel. My mom said, "One day, I should ask him why." But she passed away before she could. Her voice cracked. "So today, I'm asking." I felt something collapse inside me. I had choices, I finally said. So many, but I was a coward. I ran. She looked at me not with hatred, but with a broken kind of understanding. "Mom never fully hated you," she whispered. "She cursed you sometimes, but whenever it rained, she watched the window for hours." My throat closed. "You asked why I ran?" I wiped my face. Because I was terrified. Of failing. Of being too young. Of being responsible. Silence filled the taxi. Then she said, "Today, I understand something. Leaving isn't easy either. You must have lived with rain inside you for years. I couldn't stop the tears. She continued, I don't know what will happen from here. I'm not saying we're family now. I'm not forgiving everything, but, she opened the door, stepped into the rain, and turned back. From today on, when it rains, I hope you remember this night. I will too. She walked away, umbrella tilted, her figure fading into the rain. I stayed parked for a long time, listening to the rain clean the windshield, as if washing 30 years of guilt away, drop by painful drop. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe.